Okay, so bear with me. I think in order to be happy, it's first important for you to know what makes you happy. Obvious advice, yes, but hear me out. So I think happiness is something that we're all searching for, right? Like, we all want to wake up each day and feel like the sun is just shining down on us. And, you know, we feel like the happiest of our version of ourselves that we've ever felt. And we want this feeling to last like every day, all day, and to never be phased by whatever else is going on in life. Like, we just want it to always just be we're just on over the moon like every day. But unfortunately, life doesn't necessarily go that way. A lot of the times, happiness can be, seen as more of a goal or some sort of far out destination rather than a feeling that can be accessed should you choose to access it. And let me explain what that means. For me, happiness is like knowing things that you can do, like having I like to use the word toolkit. So like having a toolkit of different activities that you can do that can bring you out of your worrying like mind, different activities that can bring you into the present moment and bring you out of being anxious and stressed and just worried about things that haven't even happened yet, or things that are currently going on but you have no control over. Yeah, like just having a toolkit of different activities that you can do on a daily basis that bring you into the present moment and bring you out of worrying about the future or past or whatever, or present things that aren't, that are out of your control. I think happiness is found in the simple things rather than like some big like idea of some big like event that we think has to happen in order for us to be happy. For a lot of us, like, happiness can unfortunately be seen as something that can only be felt when we have something like external, like I'm not gonna be happy until I'm married, or I'm not gonna be happy until I buy this super expensive sports car, or I'm not gonna be happy until I win these trophies for being the top athlete in my division or school or league or whatever. I'm not gonna be happy until, I achieve whatever this goal that I have in my mind is that I've been working towards. Like, I'm not gonna be happy until I get it. But I think, and like I was saying earlier, like at the beginning, it's like, I think a lot of these achievements that we have in our mind that we think are gonna make us happy, I think that, people like don't feel like they can be happy until they achieve it, and then they think that once they achieve it, that it's just gonna keep them happy for the rest of their life. Like, like money, for example. Like, people aren't happy until, or feel like they can't be happy until they make this large sum of money, and then they think that after they make all of that money that they're going to be happy every day for the rest of their lives. When really, I mean, if you look at the wealthiest people in the world, like, they have good and bad days. Like, they're not, like, the money is not really a deciding factor in their happiness from day to day. Like, yes, they're appreciative that they have it, but it's not really making or breaking their happiness for that day. Like, I say all that to say, like, happiness can be found and should be found in simpler things rather than these big goals that a lot of us have in our mind. And that's not to say that, like, the big goals won't make you happy, because I mean, it will. Like, if you win MVP in your basketball league, you're gonna be happy that day. Like, it's gonna feel good. Like, you're gonna feel like all the hours that you put in the gym are paying off, and your teammates will hype you up, and all of that kind of stuff. Like, that'll bring happiness. But what I'm trying to say is, like, happiness can also be found in this toolkit that I said, where you have these things that you do every day that bring you into the present moment and that keep you out of, being anxious and stressed out about the future, or what you don't currently have, or like something that's happening to you that you can't really control. Like, you just, have this thing that you do every day. Like, for me, it's like music and like creative stuff. Like, I really like being creative on a daily basis, and I like reading and stuff like that. It's like these simple activities that, like, sure, it's not, I'm not being televised. Like, I'm not on TV, like, there's no news story covering me sitting reading a book, but it, like, there's no glory that comes with a lot of these things. But it makes me happy because I get to just sit and learn something, or just, like, a book can bring me out of what I'm worrying about, and just, into a more peaceful state, because it's just, I'm taking in, like, some good information that can help me out in my own life. Doing something that's not, is just for you, that's not gonna, like, it's not like a big, like, grand, like, thing. It's just something simple that you can do. It could be just going outside for a walk. Like, going for a walk can make you happy because you're breathing in fresh outside air. You're looking at the trees and the whatever animals may be around that you see. Or if you have a pet, you're, like a dog, like, you're walking the dog and you're watching your dog, like, play around in the dirt and run around or whatever. Like, just like something simple like that can make you happy, because it's taking you out of all the stuff that you may have going on in your life and into just being present with the outdoors, where you kind of realize that there's a whole world going on around you, and like, your worries aren't as big as they may seem when you're sitting looking on your phone or computer and stressing out about whatever it is. Happiness doesn't have to be like some big thing. It doesn't have to be like a big event, like, or achievement, or like, you can be happy at all times if you choose to do things that you know, if you choose to do things that you know that, bring you into just being present with yourself, and, that just kind of bring you out of like being worried about other things that you can't really control right now. Or, it doesn't even have to be like, solo activities. Like it can be, like you can be happy, like having dinner with your family and telling jokes with each other. You can be happy just going to the movie and watching a movie. You can be happy taking the drive, like down a nice road that you like to go down. Like, happiness inducing activities, I think, are more likely to bring you happiness on a consistent basis than waiting. This is what I've been trying to say this whole video, is like happiness inducing activities that bring you out of worrying about things that you can't control, and they can bring you into the present moment, are more likely to bring you happiness on a daily basis, rather than waiting for this big goal or achievement that you think is gonna make you happy, and you can't be happy until you achieve whatever it is. Like my point is that like the things that you can do every day that can bring you a little bit of happiness are more likely to keep you happier in the long run than waiting for this big goal or achievement or whatever life thing that you think, it will make you happy, but it's better for you to have things that you can do on a daily basis rather than waiting for this one thing to make you happy. If that makes sense. I think it's important for you to just focus on what you can do on a day-to-day basis rather than beating yourself up and waiting until the future to be able to wake up every day and feel like the sun is shining down on, like I said earlier, feel like the sun is shining down on you every day. Like, it's just important for you to like be proactive with your happiness rather than waiting on something. A lot of us are in various situations in life that can make it seem like it's hard to be happy, but I think if you have like little things that you can do for yourself or with others that bring you, you may not be just super happy like doing you may not be super happy like hanging out with your elder family members, but or not to pick on your elder family members, but like you may not be super happy like hanging out with them or or like reading or something or whatever. Like you may not be super happy like doing these things, but I think you'll be able to find greater happiness and appreciation in those small moments rather than waiting for some big life achievement that ultimately is not going to bring you sustained happiness over the long run. Like, I think if you just focus on the small things, that's gonna be able to keep you happier on a more consistent basis rather than, I know I've kind of reiterated this point like 18 times, but it's just gonna keep you happier. Like the small things are gonna keep you happier over the long run rather than waiting for, you know, something crazy. So good luck out there. We're living in a difficult world that can make it seem like there's just no hope, but there's always hope. Even I say that to myself, like there's always happiness that can be found. You just have to go looking for it, and you just have to be proactive and have things that you can do that are happiness inducing rather than waiting for the future to arrive. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're able to take something inspiring from this. Be sure to like and subscribe. Share the video with somebody that you think can use it. Be sure to check my links in the description to see everything that I'm up to. Oh, I forgot to say, leave a comment down below and tell me your thoughts. And yeah. Until next time, everyone, peace.